Well, confession time. This was for 30 Days of Scraps, day 6, and this was as far as I got. So, I didn't finish. And honestly, I probably would go ahead and finish and make the video this morning and try to get it uploaded. But if y'all, I went looking. I love the papers. I was really pleased with these pieces here. Everything looks great, except for I went into the embellishments for this set, which is the, oh gosh. It's more like home-based. So it's like a lot of home things. And I thought, okay, I can make this work. And I realized after I did that, I'm going to have to do more digging because none of those embellishments were going to work because this is all King Tut and it has nothing to do with the home. So I do like this letter. I'm going to finish it, but I'm not going to finish it today because I'm going to have to do more work and more research. And I'm already a day behind with this one. So, sorry, y'all. Don't get to see this one. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and move on, right? We just move on. So, this is, I guess what I'm going to say about that, I will post on Instagram and maybe even the video at some point in the future, but it's not going to be this month. So, this is day 7's sketch. And you'll notice there's kind of smaller photos. There's technically 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 photos. I don't actually have 6, and I'll show you in a second. A vertical stripe, little page, or a little block there with a little thing there. This is page mats. I actually think I have scrap lifted this or used this sketch at some point in the past because it does look familiar, but I don't know when, and I'm not going to go digging. Doesn't matter. So, here's what I got going on. I went ahead and pulled out birthday again. I did this one the other day for Scrap Lift Crafternoon, and I'm going to do it again today. Mostly because when I was searching through photos, I realized I had a whole bunch of these birthday ones. So my idea is I'm going to actually use, in place of like 2 of the 3x3s in a couple spots, I'm going to use 1 3x6. So this is going to be my horizontal 2-piece here. Well, I had another picture. Where'd it go, y'all? Because, these were going to be my 3x3s. And I have this little Kiwi Lane Designs with these sizing things. I use these a lot to like lay on a picture to see if things will fit. So like that's a 3x3, it'll fit. I can use this on the side. It's a little funky, but I'll make it work. But I had a vertical picture and now I don't know what I've done with it. So I'll have to find that. I'm so crazy. I literally just had it sitting there. It's probably, oh, here it is. And this is going to be a 3x6 going this way. So I'm going to end up having to move. So the thing had, 3 squares and the title was in the middle. I'm going to probably putting my title at the bottom, I think. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. So that's my plan. And I have again pulled out my flavors of the month from the scrap room. And I believe it was February. And it's this birthday collection, Birthday Boy from Echo Park. And again, I don't really care. It says boy, I guess, because of the blue and the dog and all that kind of stuff. There was one or a sticker that said Birthday Boy, but you can make this work for anybody. And then I did pull out my scraps for my birthday themes. This is all I ever have. And this Bow Bunny collection, these little colors go pretty well. So I'm probably going to end up using some of these because I have cut these in such a way, the orientation, if I try to go vertical with it on that pattern paper, it's wrong. It's the wrong direction. And even the little papers here. So I'm going to have to, I didn't have anything long and vertical, so I have to work with that. I have to work with my scraps here. So that's my plan. I think I'm going to get this one done pretty quick. I hope, I pray. I got to get this video up. So y'all wish me luck. Talk soon. Well, I was right. This one went pretty quick. I think I got this done in about 25 minutes. I love these 30 days of sketches because it's a speed scrapping exercise for me, and I do get faster. So I've already cut my photos. I didn't see the sense in letting y'all sit there and me show you how to cut a photo. That being said, the first thing I did was cut the wrong picture horizontal, wrong horizontal picture to the 6x3. I actually intended to use one of the other ones. But that being said, if I'm honest, the pictures are they're not really about the stuff she's looking at or the stuff she's getting. They're more about her expressions on her face. So I'm okay with what I did. It's not it wasn't originally the one I intended, but honestly, I was just looking at her little face and how happy and smiley and all that kind of stuff was. So it's all good. So what I've done is the present paper was the right height. It's 10 inches, and that's what I wanted. And then that little Bow Bunny piece there I'm cutting that to I actually trimmed my navy blue cardstock just a tad too small. So it's a little under 12 inches, but nobody's ever going to know because I'm going to stick that in a page protector and you will never know. So it's okay. But I'm going to trim that bow bunny. That little polka dot right there is going to be my vertical piece. I do end up matting that main photo, or what I'm thinking of as the main photo, which is the 3x6. I'll end up matting that on a couple of other pieces of paper before I lay it down. But I don't actually mat the other photos. Again, with us. I hate to say it like this, but with a speed scrapping, I don't tend to do a lot of inking or scuffing or things like that because those techniques, they're not difficult, but they can be just a bit time consuming. And I'm trying to get these done. I'm trying to use this as a get it done exercise. So it's helping me. It helps me get through my stash. It helps me get through my pictures. It speeds up my thought process. I'm likening it to if you play a sport. My daughter used to play soccer. And the practices really just help your game speed, right? So when you get on the field, you're not having to think. It doesn't take you as long to make a decision, I guess is my point. And so with these types of challenges, these 30 days where you have to do a layout a day and you really have to be fast about it, you learn to make your decisions pretty quickly and not overthink them. Now, that being said, there is something to be there's some joy and pleasure in just taking time on layout. So I don't ever want to suggest that just taking your sweet time is a bad thing, because I do that as well. There's layouts that'll take me hours. But this exercise, like I said, is my practice to be game speed. I didn't actually mat this block either. So in the sketch, it does appear to have this block here actually had a little photo mat. So what I end up doing is I decide to just take a pen and just doodle around the outside. I just decided it's just a quicker way to do it. I don't waste as much paper. I mean, I could have cut a block and then gutted it if, to save paper if that's what I wanted. But I just decided this was the quicker way to go, and it looks cute, so it's good. I'm going to just do that and call it done. So I'm going to end up putting my vertical polka dots down here, and I'll end up doodling this one as well. That's the only 2 sheets I end up doodling. There's really not any other pieces of paper to doodle. I guess I could do the outside of the blue, but I decided not to do that. Making sure everything's straight, and this is where I have to trim off that tiny little bit because I did cut that navy blue paper too short, just a little. So I'm going to go ahead and do my doodling here. Oh, y'all see my head with my glasses. Those are my reading glasses, my old lady glasses. They're kind of stylish, though. They're Kate Spade, I think, or they reminded me of Kate Spade with the pink and the black. I think they're cute. I did have to go get new glasses the other day. They didn't make me get new reading glasses. She said my prescription barely changed, so I didn't have to mess with that. But I did have to get a little bit of distance. I had LASIK 20-something years ago, and, well, I'm getting older, so it is what it is, right? Okay, so on the sketch, it had like a little border strip on the vertical piece there, and I decided to there's a sticker on the sticker sheet there, and there was only one, so I cut it in half with my cutter. I'm going to put it on either side of this blue polka dot. It's actually like blue on blue stars. I do struggle with this for just a second because I'm trying to tuck it up underneath there. It's not really hard. I just can't seem to get my fingers aligned just right. And I'm using my little tweezers and stuff to get up underneath there. But it goes up in there pretty easily after I play with it for just a minute. And I think I lean over and you see the top of my head because I'm like, I have to get down in there and see that. And it's just a hair under 12 inches. So, or it's more like 11 3/4, I guess. But I'm okay with that. I think I just balance it out where the top and the bottom have the same little gap of space, and it looks intentional, so I'm okay with that. So here's now where I'm going, okay, I'm going to put my pictures down. Oh, I've already matted that picture there. That's what I mentioned to you a minute ago. I do put that one up on foam. It's the main picture, and I just like to, make it look special. And she looks so cute. We had a party at her house, and the girls, we invited all the girls, and they were supposed to wear, like, I hate these word formal dresses. It was just like a dress-up party kind of. So this was her little dress-up dress she had on. She had done a talent show with a little boy that was her good friend, and they were doing I want to say it was the tango or something. They had no idea what they were doing. They were dancing up a storm. It was the cutest thing. And she threw that boy everywhere. She was definitely leading. This kid was so cute. They had a good time. But anyway, that's where her dress came from, and so that was her formal. So I've got the pictures down now. I do end up shifting that bottom picture down just a little bit because at this point I've actually forgotten. I intended to already and I forgot, but there's a little border strip underneath the horizontal photo. Well, technically, of course, in the sketch it's 2 photos, but there's there's a little border strip that kind of ties them together. And I have forgotten that at this point, so I will have to come in and add that. But for the moment, I'm kind of making a little title block, I guess you want to call it. I've got a cake. I started to just put down there that little birthday. It was a little banner. Gosh, I think it says happy birthday. Yeah, it's like blue. But it was kind of falling into the blue polka dot paper. So I pulled out that little banner, the little triangle banner there, and put that underneath. And I thought that looked kind of neat. And I don't have yet any foam underneath these little pieces, but I'm gonna add that too. And that's where I thought about that darn border. I'm like, oh shoot, I meant to put that up underneath there. So I have to push that picture down just a little bit to give it space. And then I'm going to trim that little border sticker because you only need, of course, 6 inches. So I'm going to cut that with my paper cutter in just a second. That little tape gun. It falls down all the time. I don't know a better way to do it. It falls down. It scares the crap out of me about half the time when it falls over. And the cat, too. She takes off running every time she hears it fall. It just topples over. Okay, so I've definitely got this little border sticker. It's 6 inches. And I kind of intentionally cut it to where I knew the scallops would fit underneath the picture, like where it's a full scallop. You can kind of see I've got full scallops going underneath there. And it kind of peeks out on that left side just a tad, but not enough to matter. It's okay. And yep, so I'm going to move my picture down just enough. And yep, so that looks kind of cute. Like I said, I didn't mat those photos on the right, but I actually really like that. So I put the foam up underneath the cake there, and that's going on top of the little banner set that I've created. And now I'm going to kind of look at my cluster area up in that upper right. So on the sketch, it was like a little Easter egg or something. I'm like, okay, I need to put something up there. And this little old dog, he was so cute. And he has a red party hat on. So that ties into her red dress. And then that little bubble there kind of looks like the doggy's talking. And I think that looks kind of cute. So I am pulling out that little banner there as well. And I do feel like, okay, so I'm going to put that banner and the speech bubble up on foam. So they're, some dimension on top of it. Sticker sheets are great embellishments. I mean, when you get this, like I said, this is my scrap room flavor of the month. And they always give you, it's just a little sampling. So you get some embellishment. So when you typically get a sticker sheet, that's pretty much all you get, which is totally fine. But you then have to kind of be clever with your stickers, right? You either have to layer them up or put them on foam or, do certain things with them just to give them a little bit of interest because they're just flat, But it's okay because I like to use the foam a lot. I got so much foam and all that kind of stuff. So sorry, guys. I'm getting about 1,000 texts right now. And they're just distracting when they bubble up on your phone. I guess I should try to figure out a way to put it on Do Not Disturb while I'm recording these little voiceovers, but it's okay. Okay, then I went on the sticker sheet, and there's a ton of little stars. I don't use them all. I only use 3, I think it is, in each little section here. And I've kind of imagined the embellishments on this one as a bit of a diagonal, as opposed to there's no visual triangle. It's just really a diagonal. But this actually came together so fast, and it was easy to do. It was cute. This is where I decide I'm going to put I decided to ink it. Now, that didn't show on the sketch. There wasn't anything related to that. And I say ink. I mean the sprinkle stuff, So I pulled out my Mr. Huey's, the opaque white. This is my favorite white ink for sprinklings because it is opaque and it's white and it just does well. I really like it. I see some others do the paint and they add a little bit of water and do it themselves, but I'm just too lazy, and frankly, I probably spill it everywhere. But that's really all I do in this layout. I put this away. Like I said, this only took me about 20-25 minutes, and I'm really pleased with it. It's cute as a button. These kind of little kits like this, I have to go back in my old pictures because we're all grown-ups, but look how cute that is. Well, you guys, I finally got day 7 done. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow if nothing goes wrong. Talk soon. Bye-bye.